a regular here in our shows. She's got a twisted life. She's going to tell you about it. Please give it up for a very funny good friend of mine. Let's hear it, Main Room Comedy Store. Give it up for Pepper.
Well, it's about time I get to come on. I was telling my husband that comedians are so kind to each other and they're rooting for each other, but there's been so much laughter before I came on that it's making me uncomfortable. So I have to get over that. Anyway, my son Matt is here and he brought a girl and it's their first date. So I wanted to apologize over there because I couldn't clean up my act. I didn't have time. So please don't judge Matt by his mother. And actually next to Matt is my mother, the blonde, the fake blonde. And she's a little bit too much of a lady to use the N-word, but I'm going to use it. She's 90. And she's juggling 3 guys, I promise, swear, so don't judge me by my mother. She was called Hortense, which is just a terrible name. Everybody teased her. One kid would say, "Hey, is that Hortense?" And another would say, "Nah, she looks relaxed to me." So you'd think she would have given me a sweet name, but nope, she called me Pepper. She explained that it's a Jewish tradition for parents to inflict their own, oh, I forget what the hell I was going to say, their own like nightmarish phooey onto the next generation. So she named me Pepper because my last name is Salter. Pepper Salter. Raise your hand if you've heard a worse name in your life. It's my real name. No. I just ignored it. I went on to run nonprofit camps for kids with disabilities and serious illnesses. And then one day I thought, what the hell are you doing this meaningless crap for? You should honor your name. You should do something significant to help people. You should be a stand-up comic. So I got a lot of laughs at my dad's funeral. I'm the funniest person in my bereavement group. So here I am. To ensure that I was as wounded as the next Jew, my parents sent me to Jewish camp. My boyfriend was so messed up. We went behind the cabins to make out. He got his hand in my bra. He pulled it out like it was a hot plate. He felt so guilty. We discussed his guilt for 3 weeks. Truly. Finally I said, okay, I'll keep talking about it if you put your hand back in my bra. Then my parents sent me to Jewish parochial school, Beverly Hills High. The guys were total wimps. They knew nothing about sex. We kissed till our lips bled. We heard rumors, phrases, words, but we knew nothing. Still, I thought, I'm going to make my boyfriend happy on grad night. So we went up to Mulholland, we went in the back seat of his car, he unzipped his pants and took out his private part, which was just throbbing, which I wouldn't touch. And this is what I did to make my boyfriend happy. I promise it's the truth. He started crying and took me home. Hold on. I was still stupid in college. My roommate and I each had our own bedrooms. When I came back from class one afternoon, I heard terrible shrieking coming from her room. I thought, oh my God, she's being raped. I ran in and there was this huge naked guy on top of her and they were struggling and I rushed up to the top of the bed and there was my roommate's face and on her face was a look of ecstasy and that was my first orgasm. Things perked up. I got a Catholic boyfriend. He was delighted to deflower me. He taught me that he could receive oral sex from me, but that it was against the Catholic religion for him to perform oral sex on me. Catholics, is that true? No. Okay, so he screwed me twice. I believed him. For my first husband, my mom suggested I get a Jewish lawyer, so I did. Things were great through the ceremony and the reception, but then everything fell apart. So we divorced. But first, I accidentally got pregnant by him 5 times. And most of those kids are here tonight. Thanks, kids. I know you're horrified and embarrassed. Then I met Joe the Gentile. We had 2 more kids. There are no words that I can find to describe what raising 6 boys and 1 girl is like, but horrifying and nightmare come close. 1 kid started smoking pot when he was a toddler. 2 other sons, I forget their names, but so many. They got booted out of Lutheran youth group for getting hand jobs during self-reflection time. And their teacher called me, she was hysterical. I said, what are you calling me? My boys are just sitting there. Call the mother of the girls, they're being proactive. So that's my 7 kids. There's another family with 7 kids you probably heard about, the Waltons, the sweet TV family that existed during the Depression. Here's how bedtime was at the end of each episode. Good night, John boy. Pleasant dreams, Mary Ellen. Sleep tight, Jim Bob. Don't let the bedbugs bite, Aaron. We shout out at bedtime too. Here's what it sounds like at our house. Charlie, where's the booze you hid? Willard drank it. Bastard, Willard. Ben, what about the weed you bought? Susan smoked it. Sue, you bitch. Matt, where's the Craigslist hooker? In John's room. Sweet dreams, kids. That's our house. Joe and I love our adult children. Thank you. That's about time, you know. We love our adult children, but we're wondering, when are we going to get our goddamn empty nest? Instead, I've got 2 sons, 1 grandson, a daughter, her husband, 22 rabbits, a pit bull, a dachshund who thinks he's a pit bull, a transgender cat, 4 ducks, and random people who sleep everywhere, including on our treadmill, living under our roof. It's just terrifying. My friends say, aren't you afraid to do stand-up? And I say, are you kidding? I'll do anything to get out of the fucking house. And this is what I'm closing with. My kids always say, who's your favorite, Mom? And so tonight, I thought I would tell them in public, because they're here. And my favorite offspring is, oh shit, my time's up. I'm sorry. Good night.